sports. It's in the game.
Wow, now that's what you call good football.
Today, from Hard Rock. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 53 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
From the gun on third down, Levy. He's got his tight end, and it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And some space here. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Play action. Now Jackson. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Levy. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score it here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To throw on third down, Levy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Taking it about the 16. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Levy. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Levy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now it's Jackson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Jackson. Flushed out right. The quick feet by Jackson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And here comes a return from just and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember? And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it is 42-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the gun on third down, Levy, and that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
They'll look to set up his blockers.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are pouring it on. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Levy. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the gun on 3rd down. Levy.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Levy.
And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Levy. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Jackson now off the bootleg, flushed out right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Now Jackson. That is caught. Touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. In motion left, Hill. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one, because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Escaping the pressure right.
That one into the hands of Flowers. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Brandon Cooks, 38 yards.
And the Ravens have got it on cruise control.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On third down, Levy into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jackson from the shotgun.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Levy. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been terrific so far. Returnable here from the 38. Nifty move. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught. It's Cooks. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 39 yards.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on third down, Levy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return. And the Ravens are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for two.
They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And make them 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Miami set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Throwing after the interception, Levy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw on second down, Levy.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And goes for a gain of 31. Throwing on first down, Levy.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Here's second and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 58 yards.
And the Ravens are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Jackson now steps away. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
On first down, Levy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Looking to throw on second down. Levy, and his throw is going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Levy.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Back to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, CD, we are witnessing something that I never thought that I would witness. I would imagine you never thought this, too. I mean, we have a team taking the field in an NFL game, and they are up by triple digits. I mean, 50 is a lot, but to get to over 100, this is just crazy.
We've seen in the history of the game of basketball a few people score 100 points individually, men and women. But we've never seen this before in NFL history. We've only seen 2 teams combine for 100 points in a game 5 times in league history. One of the greatest games ever played, well, by one of the teams anyway.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So, I guess, Mike.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. Here's Jackson to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
Looking to throw. On the move to his left. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side after a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best.
day.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss. Okay, and he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Throwing is Allen on third.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This is taken at the 23. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A 77-yard punt return. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. And we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Bills send the punter out. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
To the air, Allen.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Flush to his right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep touchdown.
Brandon Cooks, his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rep. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Option play. Here's Cook.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard.
He's got a man. Complete.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me,
there he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it is 42-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Allen to the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
A quick throw there is incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen now looks to throw. Quick slant to Shakir. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Now Allen again. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And Diggs will have a Bills 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 37. Now Allen. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Josh Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Flushed out right.
Throw caught by Flowers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we're at halftime here. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing is Jackson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens just continue to roll. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Out to his left. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There is no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this. No, okay.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Allen.
The right side here caught by Kincaid. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. A strong running. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Now inside the 25. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Rolling to his left. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now Allen throwing on second down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Throwing now is Allen. It's caught. Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. On play action, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. David Ojabo. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. On second down, here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 41 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it up. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Jackson. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete to Shakir.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw, it's Allen.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing on first down is Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 32 on the play. Here's Jackson. Steps away. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown!
Josh Palmer.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. Allen. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone.
Brandon Cooks. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
Now, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it barely throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Back to throw again.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, wide open receiver, complete.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going, oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
Eluding the pressure right. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
Pass out left, finds Kohler.
And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Play action. Now Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
Bank Stadium in Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Looking to throw right away is Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And without without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simpson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Again, they turn to Ford. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And they can't. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They run with 4. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. Gets by him at the 25. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson. Flush to his right. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards.
And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
On the ground, it's Ford. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt.
This is fielded at the 7. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson punching it in from a yard away.
And the Ravens continue to pull away here this first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and it is 28-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Back to throw, Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Watson now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. He may go.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
His throw incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
This is Ford, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 4th down, the punt team is on. This is taken around the 12. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Jackson's throw taken in by Palmer.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's got it inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else is going right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, Definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So we're at halftime here and past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in there by Cooks. Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens extend their lead yet again.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They will start this drive with Ford. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Out of the gun, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Jackson on first down, sliding out of the pocket. And down inside the 15 he goes. And quickly they get to the line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Touchdown! Nick Chubb from 13 yards out.
And the Ravens are pouring it on.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. And we're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Watson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. They'll run on 1st down. 4.
And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flushed out right.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. At had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4 before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An excellent return that time, 26 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pull it on here in the 4th. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the... And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Jackson now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further.
They'll try and throw for it. On the move to his left. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Looking to throw. Watson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But
there he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 45 yards.
And the Ravens stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
it certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation...
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Drops it off for Chubb. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Play action. It's Jackson. That is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step.